Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Son of Mogeth. I'm playing Species today, which is always good fun. It's weird, creepy fun sometimes. Doing something a little bit different today. Well, different-ish. Anyway, it's going to be somewhat the same and somewhat different. Let me explain. A little while ago, I did this thing where I cooked up a bunch of like micro-humans and I put them in a world and I slowly like raised the water level in an attempt to make them fish. The idea was that they'd either learn how to breathe in the water or drown. What I'm going to do is revisit that idea. I'm going to put a bunch of micro-humans in this world, and I'm going to cut the oxygen in the air and raise the water every now and again. The general rule I found that works is when they hit the creature cap, or after like 25 generations or so, it seems to work reasonably well. So that's what I'm going to do. I also found this world. I was just faffing about with the map editor and whatnot. And you can see, like, Seed 1, I changed it to Oasis, and I saw this. This is an interesting map. We take a look. It's got, like, this bowl here, which I think might be interesting for this kind of play. Because this water, although sadly it won't, like, come up and flood over like a breaching dam, it will come up through the bottom of the world. Like, what is it on? It was a really random number as well, 0.21. If I lift it up, look, it comes up through the bottom of the world. But it will leave like this circular mountain range. Everything else will be underwater. But this is... yeah, eventually it will look like this. But let me see if I can put it back to where it was. There we go, close enough. So I'm going to generate this world. I'm going to murder the potato creatures and import the micro-humans. We'll let them get established for a little while. And yeah, I'll bring you back when we're ready to, you know, start turning them into fish. That's a thing that I'm going to do. Okay, that took longer than expected. I had a bit of a technical hiccup, but yeah, things are going pretty well now. We've got the world, we've got the water, we've got the seasons. It's currently the hot season, which apparently they don't like very much. But if we select one of these guys... oh, look how teeny tiny they are. They've already changed a little bit. Like this one's got horns, and some of them like have changed their skin colour. They haven't even hit the creature cap yet, but we're close to it, which is why I started bringing you guys back. We have a look. They are omnivores, and they are terrestrial. Yeah, things are going pretty well. So, not quite time to start converting them. Of course, the music kicks in, doesn't it? Of course it does. There we go. I'm going to turn it down because I'm getting blasted. Look at them. Look at them breed. Look at them scurry around as well. Look, it's so funny. They've literally taken over the entire world. They're about to hit the creature cap. It's awesome. Look, they've reached down here. I put them all about here. I accidentally spawned the nursery. I didn't mean to do that. But there was some... yeah, look, there's some over here and some over here. I think there's a few up here as well. I can see something going on over here. They're dying off a little bit, but it's a change of seasons, so I don't know if that causes that. Just want to wait for them to get back up to the creature cap. See if we can watch them scurry around for a little while. They're actually not enjoying this dry season at all, are they? Christ, there we go. We're essentially at the creature cap, so if I pause it, this is the plan. Let's have a look. Water level. There we go. So if I do 2 clicks each time, I'm going to have to remember that. And then I'll come over here and I'm airborne oxygen. Isn't all oxygen airborne? I guess it's not, is it? Some of it is water oxygen, since water is most partly oxygen. But I'm just going to put that down to 0.9. 0.9. This game doesn't like the decimal point on the keypad for some reason. You have to use the other one that's on the main part of the keyboard, and it confuses my fingers. Let's just adjust that and see how that goes. The water will come up just a little bit. Just going to give them a little bit of time to adapt. Either when they reach the creature cap or when it's been 25 generations. I haven't actually looked to see what generation they're at currently. I can't imagine it'll be too like high. Look at them. This is so, oh my god, I do it every time I click the damn button trying to rotate him. The generation 13. What is going on with this guy's eyeballs? I hate it when they do this. It's really freaky to just have them jisser around. I'm going to keep you guys with me for a little while. Things tend to change pretty quickly in these opening stages. You can see the population is already recovering to a massive degree. Is that going to hit the creature cap? That wasn't the growth that I was expecting, to be fair. He now has horns right below his eyes. Oh, no, now they're right in his eyes. Okay. That's a thing. Jesus Christ. But this isn't an accurate portrayal of the actual individuals. It's like an amalgamation of these generations. This is an averaging of what the species looks like. Some of them won't have horns, some of them... I was just pointing at its eyes and they moved. Oh god, they did it again. That actually made me jump a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's like I say, it's like an averaging of values. If you want, like, you have to select individual ones if you want to see what the individual one looks like. They're scampering around with such haste. Look at them. This is their... Oh, I think that one died while I was looking at it. Have a look. Yeah, this is their genetic code, which is, I mean, kind of complex for this game, but look at this guy. Look, he's so surprised. Oh my god, what am I? There's 2 that live inside each other. So they are changing already. They're still gluttonous, insomniac, braves. They were promiscuous. Some of them have lost that trait, and some of them like haven't. Some of them ignore temperature, and some of them don't. It makes me wonder how soon it's going to be before a speciation event occurs. There you go, promiscuous. So speed it back up. This changing of the seasons is going to influence things as well. That they've... Oh, look! Just as I was saying, look. I want to have a look. Before he becomes extinct. Oh, there was one there that I missed. What? What the hell? What? Why? Why did you do that, humans? Why? It's kind of got like short, stumpy E.T. style legs. Except for this guy who's, well, not. There's another one in here that was like green. I don't know what's going on there, but alright. Oh, I need to select them, don't I? Species, statistics. They are almost at 25 generations. I don't want to wait for a little while. There's another one. There's a new one. Oh god. Oh, there's another. We're up to 4 species. Oh God. What have we got? We've got him. What happened to you? Alright. Still fairly human. Oh, we're back down to 1. This is the only thing alive now. It seems to be struggling on whether or not it wants a neck. These things scare the bejesus out of me. Look at it. What are you doing with your face? Just stop that. Also, it's got like a lump here now, and I don't know what that is at all. There's so much adaptation. If you look in this bottom left-hand corner, look. Mutated, extinct, mutated, extinct. Things do not survive well in this world, apparently. But the population was climbing. It is now falling. It just needs a little bit more time to brew. That's a good word. I'm brewing fish people. Yeah, that stuff. We're almost at 25 generations already. I'm not convinced these things are going to survive. I'm so used to dealing with the creatures that I've been tormenting for like hundreds and hundreds of generations. They've become so sturdy that these microhumans are fragile in comparison. These guys seem to be enjoying the water, although they're not great swimmers, so they're all drowning before they get back out of the water. They just die. Rapidly exhausted, effectively sessile. I'm not sure what that means, sessile. I'm going to assume dormant. It's like they're rubbish, essentially, is what that means. I need to keep my eye on this. They're up to 27, but we've got 2 species now. Alright. Fine. Just die while I'm trying to have a look at your species count. Oh my God. What was that? I clicked off and I'm not sorry. I'm really not. Yeah, things are climbing quite well. I'm going to give them a couple more minutes. Normally I would do the changes to the world now, but I think they're going to hit the creature cap. So I might as well just let them. It's a matter of like 5 generations. There we go. So if I slow it down, I can double click the water level. Might as well save it. Oh, human fish, look, there you go. And then I will, so I'm changing 2 parameters at once, which is gonna make things doubly difficult for them, but this is gonna, God damn it, this is gonna cause issues for them. Maybe? They're actually doing pretty well. Again, I'm going to leave it for a little while. Oh, there we go, look. There we go. How's the water looking? It's really... Oh my God. The frame rate goes to hell when it's at the creature cap. But look, these 2 bodies of water aren't going to be long before they join up. This is quite low in altitude here. It's a shame the water doesn't have proper water physics. It'd be really cool if this would rise up and then like flood over a section like this. Sadly, it has 1 level and it all comes up from the bottom, which is a bit of a shame, but I don't know if the dev that works on this, because it's a singular dev as well, the job he's done with this game is amazing, considering how completely mind-bogglingly complex it is. But I wonder if he's got plans to have like more realistic water physics. That's probably a long way off, considering, I say, games like this are so complicated. There's so much going on. When you figure there's, what, 1,700 entities, all with their own little AI running. They're all making decisions separately, and changing the world separately, because you can see like there's the world is made of little tiles. Each one of those is calculated, changing like constantly along with the creatures in the world. Like, this is why it uses up a lot of processing power, games like this. They're hanging on. They are really hanging on. I'm kind of impressed. Oh god. How are these guys doing? He's become furry. Not sure how that helps in a low oxygen environment, but... Oh, he's also dead. They went extinct. Oh, there's his cousin here, who's almost... Oh god. Oh god. Oh. This guy is using the weights bench wrong. That's all I'm going to say about him. Oh, we're down to 2 now. What is it? What is it? I don't even know what to call that. Just... It's so bad. Have a look. How are we doing? We're almost at 50 generations. Damn. 41, that's at 40. And it's extinct. I wish it wouldn't do that. It wouldn't just closes your window if you're looking at a creature that goes extinct, but... My god, there's over 600 of these. Like, quite a significant amount. There's just one of them. One. And he's gonna go extinct any day now. He's got these weird, like, clawed feet. I wasn't looking at the information I was supposed to be looking at, like, at all. I feel like these generations are going by faster. Normally, I can record for like 10-15 minutes between these between the changes of the world. But, I don't know, I feel like it's going by really, really quickly. But then again, I don't know, it's running at full speed because it's not at the creature cap, so... Maybe that affects it, like the frame drops slow things down. Don't know. I'm so interested to see if this will work. See if we can actually make something that gill breathes. Creature... No, I didn't mean to do that. This is all me. This is all Son of Moghedien failing. Right. We've got 2 dominant species. Select you. Have a look. He's a gluttonous insomniac. He's brave, promiscuous. Swim speed is actually getting better. It's turned into a herbivore for some reason, but it's still terrestrial. I don't think we've got an actual gill breather yet, but I'm interested in seeing if that's what will happen. Because with the changes to the oxygen, it's going to get difficult for them to breathe on land, but if they go into the water, there's plenty of oxygen there, so they might survive more, you know, survive easier. It's kind of hard to tell, actually. These are at 50. He's at 49. I think this is the other dominant species as well. I just realised we're up to 8 of them. Oh god. Oh, he's interesting. I always tend to end up with these creatures that are like bent over backwards for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. This human has evolved stabilizers, like a kiddie's bike. Like a little outriders to keep him up. Oh no. Oh. Oh, this is like a thing that's happening. I'm doing it. I'm doing it to them and me and... Alright. Big paddling hands, maybe? Like big scoopy oar-like arms would help? I don't think that's how this particular game works, but... I guess I'll wait for this guy to get up to 50 before I go changing things more. Although there's only... Well, there's like less than 50. I'm not sure how long they're going to survive. There's a lot of them. And there's quite a lot of them. And they're all a generation higher than 50. My God. It's a literal monster. It reminds me of that film. It was the remake of The Fly with Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum when he, turns into like a creature that's part creature and part human. It's kind of gross. Yeah, they died. Yeah, so I'm going to save it. I need to remember to save it. Also, oh yeah, it's down there already. Let's put the water up by 2 clicks. Dunk, dunk. Oh, look at it. And I'll put I forgot to slow things down, so that's going to be a thing. Put the oxygen down to 0.7. This is probably not going to go well for them. Look, you see the water starting to come up through the middle rather than over the edges. But this mountain range, or these hills round here, will be like a refuge for them when the rest of the world is like covered in water. This is... Sorry, I kind of got distracted into my own head for a second there. This is going to be crazy. They are starting to repopulate. This body of water is getting huge and it's about to join up with this one as well. So it's going to cut off the access to the land over here. And I've just realised there's a bunch of them over here. That's going to be interesting because it's going to isolate the population with limited resources. Just realised I'm not sure what I've got the fertilities at, but they do change naturally. If I go into the world options, these values will change depending on how the creatures in the world affect the world, so to speak. And with the seasons as well, I think it changes. Alright, things are going pretty well. Let me just see what we've got. This is the worst bit. Okay. It's also the best bit. I mean, he's not bent over backwards, which is nice to see. Almost everything I make in this game ends up in a weird bent over backwards posture. It's somewhat ant-like. I don't know what makes me think that. It might be the multitude of legs. Okay. Again, he has a multitude of legs, but they're just so stumpy that they just wouldn't be useful. He's trying to hide in his own body, like, I am not a creature, I am a cucumber. I will disguise myself and not get eaten. This guy's the dominant species. Let's have a look. He's on generation 62. It's a slow swimmer with minimal stamina. That's going to work out well for him. Everything becomes herbivores in this game. It doesn't matter what I do. They always end up herbivores. I'm not sure why that is. I'm just going to speed things up. Right, I'll do a time jump then. I'll let these guys do their thing. When this number gets up to 75, I'll bring you guys back. We'll make some more drastic changes to the world and we'll see how long they can survive. If they can, in fact, survive at all. Alright, time to bring you guys back. We're at generation 75-ish. We've had a lot of speciation going on. There's a lot of creatures in this world. zoom in a little bit and take a look at them. Let me get over to a brighter patch. There we go. So we've got auto-saved, making me jump in my seat. Oh, right. Roughly human-ish. Furrier than expected and has appendages, but that's... Oh, God. Excuse me, I need to burp. Oh dear. I need to stop guzzling drinks while I'm recording. It's just so funny how they try to look like potatoes, these creatures. Why are they growing extra limbs? Like, they've lost their prominent legs, but they're growing extra limbs. Not... This looks like something that you might see in a cartoon. Like, there was a cartoon character that used to appear in Moby music videos. I can't remember if he's called Little Geek or Little Freak. I think it was Little Geek. This kind of reminds me of him, bizarrely. Probably nobody's going to get that reference, but... Oh, God, look at all these things. There's like nearly 300 of these. I think this is our dominant species. Let's do a little bit of changing of the world. I just realised as well, there's a big patch of water here. I've been looking at this quite a lot, but I guess it did just auto-save. I don't really need to worry about it that much. So let's get this down to 0.6. Let's put this up by 2 clicks. And see how that affects the world. Yeah, look, it's trying to join up here. There's a bunch of creatures here. They're like, global warming is it's destroying my habitat. We're under flood waters. The guys that have been surviving, like, in this area are suffering the same problem, but to a lesser degree. It's starting to join up here as well. Like, I don't know if there's any round the edge still. Yeah, there are. There's some around the edge. There's a bunch of swimming ones down here that appear to die quite quickly. Yeah, look, they're like trying to get from there to there. But there's this area in the corner I've noticed. Look, it's like smoking. I know it's the hot season, but it's funny to have it do that. Wow, they are really surviving well, aren't they? Christ. Let me have a look through. See if I can find any that have changed their breathing system. Amphibious. That might be why they're the dominant species. They can survive equally in water and on land. That's hugely beneficial for them. They're amphibious. Almost everything is amphibious. This guy's terrestrial. The word that I can't bloody say for some reason. He's that thing. So it's... I was about to say, it's almost split in half. We've got a lot of amphibians, but we've also got a lot of air breathers. Where was that other guy? So I'm looking at these numbers, because when this goes into the minus numbers, that's when they start to become gill breathers. What I'm deciding to call fish. Okay, he's on 0.1, he's on 0.1, 0.3, he's at 0. They are really... Oh, wait. Did you see that? Look, it's starting to flip. Look, they've also become cycloptic, which I'm not terribly keen on. The thing is, breathing is not the only issue. They need to be able to be good swimmers to get to the food. That is going to impact things quite significantly. Let's have a look at the clade diagram. Oh my good God. Look at all this. Bunch of these guys. Some major species we've got here. There's our dominant species. Yep, this guy is the dominant species. Amphibious herbivores. Who would have thunk that? Some of them like are huge bug-eyed creatures, and some of them are like stumpy-legged freaks. You can tell I have a very high opinion of the world that I've created and the creatures that reside inside it. Like statistics. God damn! Look how bizarre they look running around. Get a good view. They're still pretty small. They're still micro in their humanness. Look at him waddling around like doo doo. That's really funny. Some of them appear to be hovering. You? What are you doing exactly? I guess these could be fins. And he looks massive compared to the other ones. How gigantic it's become. So weird. Like this one's just disgusted with himself. Look, like I hate everything that I am. I live in a world full of things that I despise, including myself. I love it. It's so weird. Okay, right, where were we? Sorry, I had a bit of a mental breakdown there. That's not what I clicked at all. This one. Right, time for another jump, I guess. I'll wait until this gets up to... Where were we? Yeah, 100 is the next one, isn't it? 100 generations is actually quite a lot. Let's see how well they do in the next stage of development. Okay, time to come back. We've seen some quite dramatic changes once again. It's so interesting to watch. We're up to at 6 species. So look at all this. Look at it all. We've got these guys who are just pencils with eyes, essentially. We've got these guys. They're a major species, apparently. Oh, they've got tails. They're itty bitty little tails. Again, not sure how that would help. Oh, God. Jeez. Look at the size and greenness of his eyes, look. We've got this guy. Some of these are really difficult to, like, isolate. There we go. I don't know what this one is doing. I really don't. Here's the dominant species of the island. Amphibious, but still not gill breathing yet. So it's not mission accomplished. He's close. He's at minus 0.1, which puts him, I think, the closest. I don't think there's any others that, yeah, that are near that. So things going well. The traits are trending towards gill breathers, but it is that time where things are going to get a little bit worse than they were before. A little bit worse. I wanted to check this area. It's not smoking anymore, although it has just changed on the hot season, so maybe it'll start again. Let's go ahead and save it. Let's get rid of some oxygen here. Bye-bye airborne oxygen. Let's raise the water level by 2 clicks. The vast majority of this world is water now. Like, we just got one bit here. These are going to join up, I think, next time. These have joined up along the bottom. I thought it would go over this section first, but it's joined up through here already. I mean, these two, and there's a mountain range here that's breaking these up, but these have actually already joined up. It's going to become like Waterworld, which is kind of the point, I guess. See if we can turn what used to be humans into what we're going to call fish. I know that they're not technically fish, but gill breathers, I'm just going to call them fish for the sake of simplicity. Have a look. I mean, like I say, there are other issues to take into account here. The fact that they're not very good at swimming is a huge detriment. But all it takes is one, like, small change in a gene pool and give that slight advantage over the other ones, and they'll take off. They'll enter the water and hopefully, if things go the way that I'm wanting them to, never return to the land. I mean, the land is disappearing, so there won't be any land for them to return to, but just interested in getting that first population of creature that will become entirely waterborne. Look at him flapping around! Oh my god, look! Is that what swimming looks like? It's been ages since I've been swimming. God, I miss it. Grew up next to the ocean, so, you know, I'm used to swimming. Used to be able to swim like a fish. I probably swim like a brick these days. I'm, how can I put it? Heavier. I was. A lot heavier. Oh, look at these guys over here. Wait. Camera. They're really trying, aren't they? What is... This is not swimming, dude. These guys are doing it better than you're doing it. Oh, God, that's terrifying. To watch it move like that? God. He just gave up swimming at some point. He was just like, nah, I'll just float to the top. That's awesome. These guys, I think, are just happy in the water. Have a look. They're amphibious. Herbivores, short for... I love this weird flappy thing that they've got going on. That's amazing. They're actually almost good swimmers. They're still gluttonous, insomniac, brave, breeding in large numbers and stuff, so actually crazy. Well, wow. How many of these have we got? Oh, they're dead. How many of these have we got, he says, and they all die immediately. Oh, he's dead as well. Oh, and he's dead. Oh my god. The dominant species that we've got is now amphibious, but it's a bit of a rubbish swimmer. I'm not sure it's going to stay the dominant species. Like, these other species are starting to catch up. Where's these guys that are swimming around underwater? Is it these guys? I thought they were, like, paler than that. Oh god, no, that's not you. That's the pelvic thrust swimmers. Huh. Where's all the paddle swimmers gone? Where did they die while I wasn't looking? Yeah, I think they did. Huh. The best swimmers we had died while I wasn't looking, apparently. I mean, this kind of looks like them. Oh god, I'm clicking all the wrong things again. Where are these guys? Yeah, they're all the way up here. This is an entirely different species. It just happens to look exactly like the other species. They're just not as pale. He's also burning to death, look. It's the dry season and he's not happy about it, is he? He appears to be on fire currently. Go towards the water. There's food and oxygen and a respite from the temperature spikes. He's dead. Let me, I'm just going to go ahead and save that again. I know I saved it fairly recently, but yeah, I'm going to leave that as an episode of Species, in which we are attempting to force humans, or human-like creatures, to become fish-like creatures, and it's been pretty interesting so far. Things are going in the right direction, I feel. Happy with the way it's going. So, If you're new, or if you haven't done it yet, like and subscribe. That would make me extremely happy, and making me happy is a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm Son of Mogef, by the way. This is Species, Artificial Life Real Evolution, and it's a game I'd recommend to anybody. Sorry, I'm always using wrong words. I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. I do words good. So, yeah, I'm thinking about live streaming tomorrow, although my record of actually doing that isn't great right now. But keep an eye on the channel for updates, because if I do live stream, it'll most likely be on a Thursday, which is what tomorrow is. So if I don't see you then, I'll see you Friday for Raft. And hopefully it'll be an episode of Raft in which, like, not every creature in the entire universe is trying to murder me, which is what happened last week. If you didn't watch that, go do that, because it's good. Yeah, and I'll see you then.